What is going on in Golden State? Reports are flying that the Warriors could trade rising star Jonathan Kuminga for the Nets' $99 million sharpshooter Cam Johnson, and the NBA world is in shock. But that's not all. Kai Sotto is back in the headlines, hinting he wants to join the Warriors. Could we be witnessing the biggest GSW transformation since the dynasty began? This short video breaks it all down: trade details, player reactions, and what it means for Steph Curry's future. Watch now before this explodes even more. NBA. Hey, basketball fans! Before we jump into today's explosive Golden State Warriors news, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Trust me, you don't want to miss any updates on this incredible story. Alright, let's get right into it. The Warriors, fresh off a solid run that ended in the Western Conference semifinals, are already making bold moves to reshape their roster for a championship-caliber push. And boy, do we have some juicy updates for you today! Sources close to Bleacher Report's Zach Buckley have revealed a potential sign and trade scenario that could shake things up in a massive way. At the center of this blockbuster rumor is Jonathan Kuminga, the Warriors' dynamic forward who has been showing flashes of superstar potential. The buzz is that Golden State is exploring the idea of sending Kuminga to the Brooklyn Nets. But this isn't just a simple trade. It's part of a sign and trade package, which means there's a bigger strategic plan unfolding here. In exchange for Kuminga, the Warriors could be bringing in Cam Johnson. Now, Cam Johnson isn't just any player, he's a proven sharpshooter with elite three-point shooting and defensive capabilities. The Warriors desperately need that kind of 3-and-D presence, and Johnson fits that mold perfectly. According to projections, Johnson could command a hefty 4-year, $100 million contract, so this would be a significant financial commitment by Golden State, signaling just how serious they are about retooling their lineup. Why is this such a smart move? Well, the Warriors have been grappling with a need for more size and versatility across the board. Johnson's size and defensive acumen would help fill positional gaps and bring much-needed depth alongside their core stars. This could be the missing piece to a puzzle that's been rattling around the Bay Area locker room for a while. But wait, there's more. While the Kuminga to Nets rumor is gaining traction, another storyline has been quietly simmering behind the scenes, one that could be a game-changer for the Warriors' frontcourt. Enter Kai Sotto, the Filipino basketball sensation who has been lighting up hoops headlines around the world. Kai Sotto has been vocal about his dream to play in the NBA, and sources say that the Warriors have taken notice. While nothing official has been announced yet, Sotto's expressed interest in joining the Warriors is creating a buzz among fans and analysts alike. The prospect of adding a player like Sotto standing at an imposing 7'3", with length, skill, and a developing offensive game could offer the Warriors a unique blend of size and skill at the center position. Imagine what this means: a team that already boasts sharpshooters and playmakers like Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, now potentially adding both Cam Johnson's 3-and-D brilliance and Sotto's towering presence. That's a recipe for a team that's not just versatile but downright intimidating. So, what does all this say about the Warriors' front office and coaching staff? It's clear they're not content to rest on their laurels. After a season where they made a respectable run but ultimately fell short of the championship, Golden State is doubling down on building around their core stars with complementary pieces that fit their system perfectly. This isn't just about flashy trades or headline-grabbing signings. It's about smart roster construction, balancing talent, defense, and spacing. Now, let's break down why Jonathan Kuminga is such a hot commodity. Kuminga, still young and with untapped potential, has shown that he can be an explosive scorer, a versatile defender, and a powerful athlete who can change the game on both ends of the floor. But in Golden State's system, which thrives on ball movement and spacing, the front office might believe Kuminga's best value could be maximized in a trade that nets them immediate shooting and size upgrades. Cam Johnson, on the other hand, brings a proven track record as a sniper from deep and a defender capable of guarding multiple positions. His ability to stretch the floor aligns perfectly with Steve Kerr's offensive philosophy, which has always revolved around spacing, ball movement, and creating open looks for the shooters. This trade, if it goes down, could potentially give the Warriors a lineup that looks something like this: Curry, Thompson, Johnson, Green, and a center to be determined, potentially Kai Sotto. This lineup balances shooting, defense, veteran leadership, and exciting young talent. Speaking of Kai Sotto, the Filipino sensation has been one of the most talked about international prospects in recent years. Towering at 7'3" with a wingspan that makes him a natural rim protector, Sotto combines his size with a soft shooting touch and growing basketball IQ. If the Warriors manage to secure Sotto, they'll not only be adding size but also tapping into a global fan base hungry to see their hero make an impact in the NBA. There's also the cultural significance of this move. Bringing in a player like Kai Sotto would further globalize the Warriors' brand and NBA's reach in Asia, particularly in the Philippines, where basketball is like a religion. This would energize international fans and potentially open new marketing avenues for the Warriors and the league. Of course, there are challenges. Sotto is young and still developing. The transition from international basketball to the NBA is massive, and it remains to be seen how quickly he can adjust to the speed and physicality of the league. But with the Warriors' strong development staff and coaching, plus the mentorship of veterans like Curry and Green, Sotto could be molded into a key contributor in a few years. Now, let's talk about timing. The Warriors' front office has been known for being patient but aggressive when the moment calls for it. The fact that they're exploring this sign and trade with Kuminga and eyeing Kai Sotto tells us they're aiming to strike while the iron is hot. The off-season is a critical period for roster reshaping, and Golden State appears ready to make bold moves to stay competitive in a Western Conference that's only getting tougher. Imagine the ripple effects of these moves in the league. If Kuminga lands in Brooklyn, he'll join a Nets squad looking to retool after some big shifts themselves. Brooklyn would gain a young, athletic forward who can grow alongside their stars. Meanwhile, Golden State would reinforce their wing rotation with Johnson and add a potential long-term center with Sotto, an intriguing combination that blends youth, shooting, and size. This kind of proactive roster management is what has kept the Warriors in title contention year after year. They're not relying solely on their superstar trio to carry the load. Instead, they're building around them with complementary pieces that fit their system and address their needs. And let's not forget the leadership factor. Steve Kerr and Bob Myers have built a culture of winning and development. Bringing in players who fit their style, work ethic, and team-first mentality is crucial. Johnson fits the mold as a professional sharpshooter and defender, while Sotto's hunger and international experience bring a unique dimension. We should also consider how these moves might affect the locker room dynamics. Kuminga is a popular figure with fans, and his departure would be felt, but the chance to add Johnson's shooting and Sotto's potential could create a fresh energy and new opportunities for the team to evolve.